even though I didn't go to TSU, but I was there. Okay, I was there. Make sure the audio connected correctly. Look like, are we streaming already? Streaming? Are we live? Streaming? Let's see. Let me see if the notification will pop up for me. Okay, okay. Oh, hey, I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. Seemed like it was a lot going on. Seemed like there was a lot going on. I can say that. Let's see how this. Okay. All right. What's going on?
So that five lighters on my dresser, yes, sir. I got stood shit paid, I'm the it won't get again. Go read a book, you illiterate, so that will need to step up your vocab. Don't be surprised. Patience, these false accusations. They making the check because the money you're making, bricks from. And on the dresser, drive a compressor, top notch, get the most.
What's going on, beautiful people? It's your host, Drake, B. Drake, with Everything Culture, the podcast for all cultures, the podcast for the purpose. And this morning, this afternoon, this evening, whenever you're watching, most likely you're watching it now. If you're watching us live, this is Sunday evening, Sunday night live, when we come together with our audience and we talk about what's been going on in this past 7 days, our most recent episodes, and we do a quick check in with one another. So we appreciate y'all being here. We appreciate the love. Right now on Zoom, we have Jaya as well as Crystal. We're still streaming here on the TikTok, and I believe I saw a little bit. I see Keisha. I see Wicked with the Queen of Water Talk or Wicked Confections, as well as Spill or Trill and Shayna. So thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for tapping the screen. Once again, we stream on Sunday, 7:30 Central Standard Time, between 15 to 30 minutes usually. And then we have a little bit of in-house conversations with our audience and our community. So thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for joining. So I'm surprised she's not here. She may be a little shy. She probably watching. She just ain't showed up yet because she gets the invite when we go live. But this week we were able to share, finally release the episode. We recorded this episode, I think, in May. Okay. Once again, I've been behind, but our brother has caught up to our most recent episode was last week, and now we just putting them out there. Okay. But and we got a lot of good ones coming for y'all. Y'all just stay tuned for that. I promise you. All of them are good, but some faces you may recognize, some people you may admire, you may be like, ooh, I want to know a little bit more about this individual. Okay. But we had the makings of Kia this week, and man, such a testimony, such a story, such an experience, such an individual that I'm grateful for them coming on the platform and sharing themselves with us, especially sharing their story with us. Have y'all listened? Let me know, let me know if y'all listen or not. It's okay. Y'all can go listen, but just let me know if y'all listen. Because this is an episode I highly suggest y'all to check out because this is an individual that I definitely gonna have back on. Okay, okay, it's cool. Watch some of it. Watch some of it. It's fine. That's our people. She be in here. But we got to get to know one another. Who are we talking to? So she is a person definitely going to be back on, hopefully in the near future, because she spoke about her experience being in foster care. What's up, Greg? She talked about her experience being a ward of the state. She talked about her experience going to a group home, you know, and we don't really get that a lot here. And that's something that we actually absolutely have a heart for. That's something to pull at our strings. You know what I mean? Hey, Brittany. Hey, Drea. Um, but I appreciate it, man. We bling when we can bling. Thank you, thank you. Hey, hey, we're streaming on the tubes. We're on TikTok right now, and we're on the Zoom. Okay, so if you want to slide through, come holler at us. But this past week has been an adventure. It always flies by. I'm looking for something new to do for, employment. I was able to volunteer. So the application been a lot. So I've been volunteering left and right as well. I'm looking for the next Everything Culture volunteer event to do within the greater Houston area. I worked with my partners and my peoples. Oh, thank you, Drea. Appreciate y'all with the love over here. Um, but man, I did TSU homecoming with them. Shout out to the Scoop 713. Man, now I ain't gonna say everything I want to say. We're gonna say it later. We're gonna say it later. Off stream. Let me say that. We're gonna say it off stream. How many of us went to HBCU? Curious. There gonna be a future conversation. How many of us is part of the Divine Nine? Mm, okay, okay. We're gonna talk
Neither
about that
and
later.
neither for me.
Hmm?
Neither and neither for me.
Oh, okay, okay, all good. Okay, I see Brittany. I don't know why Brittany over there. She over here. You need to be over here. Let me tell you, it was a great event. I love seeing my people. I love the positivity. I love the growth. Man, the business was booming. I got to get the explosion that from the soundboard soon. But man, I can't talk about it on here. I'm like, hey, I feel like an old man out there. I like, is that I know, and the thing is, I feel like an old man because what I used to see back in the day, it has increased. It has increased for a great amount. Okay. And I'm like, golly. It's like, I'm on Twitter. I got the burner and shit. Oh, the burner and the burner. Okay. I gotta start using that. I gotta start using that. No, we ain't cursing anyway. Y'all don't hear that. Y'all didn't hear that. But whoo, I'm like, is this what it's like on I'm like, y'all know y'all in school, right? I'm like, y'all know y'all this is on campus, okay? And I'm thinking, do you go to school like you go to school? Like maybe everybody there didn't go to school there. That's the other thing about it. But I know some things were getting sold on campus, and it was not um it was not goods, it was more services. Let's just say that. Okay. But I'll just like I'm just go, hey, you want your Italian ice? Here you go. You was your order. Oh my God. And shout out to my black women, man. I got an affinity for older black women. Okay. I always have, probably always will. Some of them be trying you. Okay. I was raised by older black women. So how can I not love them? Because they turned me to who the man I am today. They're part of Mr. Drake here. Okay. But boy, you got to know your people. You got to know who you're serving. All right, man. Working with them, like one thing, like let me see, we got black women in here. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, the worst thing to do if you're serving, if you're doing sales, goods, whatever, and you got some black women in your line, okay, or in your business, your establishment, the worst thing in the culture to do is if they order their food first and they see somebody else get their food before them, knowing that they ordered before them, oh, my brother, my sister, we about to have a headache. We about to have a problem. Okay. It ain't gonna be pretty, some may be cool about it, some may be sitting like, okay. Some gonna come all the way out they shell. All right. They could have been the sweetest ladies, then it's all go adjust. It all go adjust. And I understand to a certain extent, but they be getting out of pocket if they don't feel like they getting served right. And I'm like, hey man, we good. We gonna be okay. And when I was once again helping my people out, we was doing some work. I'm helping. I'm doing the front. I'm doing the like basically the customer service exchange and the funds and things of that nature. And there was some younger folks out there. Okay, man, it's hard working with. I ain't gonna say it's hard. 'Cause once again, it sound like old man, but I don't. I once again, I would step away because when people can't listen, I was like that at that age though. That's the other thing. Working with folks that be younger, my patience is where it's at. Is where it's at. But if I say, "Hey, let's do this, this, and this is going to be more effective for all of us," and because let's make things better for everybody. I'm always going to come up with ideas. I'm that type of coworker. You ain't got to be young not to like that. I'm that coworker that I'm always going to try to make things better. I'm going to try to make the process better. I'm trying to make it more efficient. Why are we stressing? Why are we still it kills me. Once again, I said this at my last spot. It kills me when people say, "Well, that's just the way it is. That's just how we do it. That's how it's always been." Y'all don't get tired of doing it. That's so backwards. We don't want to try something new. Like if it may work, it may be better. And I can't tell you how many spaces I've been in where I'm able to be a game changer, a leader that like, okay, we've had this process for the past 10 years. All right. And the efficiency has been, let's say, putting out orders 10 minutes. But now we implement something. Just like give it a try up here. Let's try Halo. And now we done knocked it down to 7. That's efficiency. We just talking about us, the most recent work we did this weekend and working with the HBCUs. Shout out to TSU. Shout out to the Scoop 713. Once again, once again, booming business. Loved it. I like my legs hurt, my butt hurt. So I'm sitting down and standing up. Okay. But it was consistent. Oh, you may not be talking to us, Lo, because you muted on our side. Okay, she talked to somebody else. Okay. Yeah, but it was good work. We had a good time. Okay, hey family, how y'all doing? Love the earrings, by the way. But man, when I tell you it's work, and then the amount of folks, and once again, it was all good. I don't know if y'all don't listen to the makers of Mr. D713, y'all know how I get down, eating a red hot and blue. Oh, I gotta read this. Red hot and blue guard. What? What's that? What's
It
up,
is
boo?
it's supposed to be Memphis barbecue, but I'm coming through Houston to get a real brisket, so just get ready.
Hot letters. Hot. Okay, the food there, man. I got this one spot. I can't think of the name of the spot right now. That had some good brisket. That make me want to like. I need to make another one. I like every bit of it was like melting in my mouth. I like, yeah, they did their thing on
Yeah,
this.
no, this didn't do it. This didn't do it.
Nah, it's good. Now the boudin was there. I was gonna send it to Kia and like, hey, I would shoot this to you, but nah, this a little mid right here. This wasn't the boudin what you want. You gotta chew on the casing a little bit. It's like I don't like that. Um, and then we had what else? The music was
Oh,
always
hold on
great.
before you get too enthralled. Hold on.
Go ahead. Hey, what's going on, Ladybug? Good. I love the hair. Oh, that was so
I was
precious.
scrolling TikTok and she said, "That's Uncle Drake." I said, "Yeah, he talking about something you don't need to be hearing. Go on about your business."
Nah, we fine. I was like, so when we worked an event this weekend at Texas Southern University, and I was like, I feel old. I feel old. I'm definitely at unk status. I may be it. But I always had an old soul though. I've always had an old soul. So some of the things that irked me when I was younger, like definitely irk me now. It's just a good fit. But oh my goodness. All right, we got Court. Man. So when y'all was in college, cause we got Court went to she went to FAMU when you were in and Brit. Oh,
Hey
this other
everybody.
hey Court. I've been saying this for a long time. Hello, run to you, vet. Because when I moved to Houston, okay, I'm gonna say it. Some of these y'all, some of these sororities and fraternities be acting like they gangs. Okay. I'm like, my G. Like, do we have balance? Do we have, and I'm part of a fraternity. I'm not a Divine Nine, but I'm part of a fraternity. And we've had some that act like that too. And we have to check that. But it's a lot of these folks that are like, nah, you should have been a slime. Okay. You should have been a GD or something. Okay. This wasn't that. I don't think this is like very supportive to our community. Okay. That's what I'm saying. And so just like when I moved to Houston, I moved to Houston in 2006. Okay. I'm for real, Crystal. I'm for real. I moved to Houston in 2006. I never forget. This is my same kinfolk that I was working with this weekend. And me, this is me country. This is country. This is when I got my strong East Texas thing. Look at you. Look at you. Cause but y'all hold on. Which one is y'all you ain't blue? Which one is blue and yellow? Oh, we got 90 minutes on here. We okay, we gotta slide out. Okay, okay. So y'all, yeah, you blue and white. So I would have blue, like listen, and I've seen it on all sides. Don't get it to A5Q. I don't I don't know. Once again, we will have to hop off the stream in a second. Okay, so it was Sigma Gamma Rho. Now, what happened this weekend, I understand you that part of for sorority or not, group or not, things got to get handled. Okay, when people come in to be disrespectful, I absolutely understand that. Okay, when I moved to Houston, and this is just the truth, I'm not even spinning my opinion about it. This is what happened. These are the facts. All right. Um, okay, moved to Houston, country Drake, super country Drake. Okay, think of me with almost a hat on with a piece of what's got y'all don't know the real, I can't even think the real name of it. Like, was it sour? You know, you chew the sour, but like a piece of hay sticking out my mouth. That's how country I am. When I moved to Houston, people in Houston like, man, where you from? Strong accent, East Texas, thorough. Okay. Hang with my kinfolk. My kinfolk, she was working, you know, she was in a sorority yet, but she was pledging to be part of the sorority. And you know, I was staying with her because something happened with my living arrangement. I had to stay. I had to humble myself. You know, I'm one of those people like don't ever judge me while I'm down, baby, because they thought I was just country loser dude. Now I was just they messed up my stuff. I'm really that dude when I handle my business, okay? But case in point. Um, I remember going with her to Club Blue here in Houston. Never forget Club Blue, right? Hey Tanya, going to Club Blue. It's been named so many different clubs, but once again, this is my first time really being in Houston. And I never forget, should we get there before we even get out the car? These are two groups of people that's pulling up, uh, pulling out. Um, and they are going at it in the parking lot. I'm just gonna say the colors that these groups were wearing were pink and green and red and white. And they were going like it was like I've seen squabbles in my life, in my living. Okay. I've seen it. But seeing this is my first time seeing because when I think of these groups and these organizations, I think of prestige, I think of elegance, I think of love, I think of black excellence. And what I saw, this is to be in my opinion, what I saw was like violence. Okay. This should have been in The Outsiders or what's the other movie that's in what's the folks in New York? What's the name of it? Gosh, I can't even think of the name of it right now. Like it's like The Warriors. That's what I'm thinking. The Warriors, like the way they came out. That messed me up. I like that was very distasteful to me. Okay. Hey Pooh Bear again. This was in Houston. 2006. Okay. And then, you know, me just seeing some things on the other side from my perspective when when my people's going through. I like she became one. She was jumped in. But I was like, mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. And it's no disrespect to the people who's doing it, but no, why are you doing it for you and what you producing? Because just like the fraternity I'm in, people, that's what the whole point I understand what hazing is for. Everybody's not supposed to be in this. Be careful what you building and be careful who's leading you and what's being built. But that's why I lean back and follow Jesus. Hello, Dizzy. Once again, we gonna be on here. We about to hop off now, actually, to get more in depth in the conversation. But it's hard because when I say before I moved to Houston, I told y'all the story about what happened to my best friend and him losing his life in front of me, innocent bystander, because of large groups of people at the club scene or in the at parties or whatever the case may be. So I do have some sort of anxiety. I'm an adult and I can share and I can be expressive to say that I don't like being in large spaces with people at all times. It may seem like it, but I do have an issue. Like for years, when I hear like a car may backshot or boom or something like that, I used to hit the ground like boom, I'm down. And once again, it ain't got to be me. I'd rather have something that's directed towards me than something happening and I got to some with somebody else and I got to keep going. What's going on over there? But I'm not one of those people that I don't pull out no camera phone. I don't watch nothing. I leave because I know it can happen. These folks ain't got aim. They act out of fear, anger, no direction towards it. So like for whatever reason, I don't know why people want to get things popping in front of it. We was in front of the benches. We was on the yard. Okay, we was in the yard, and you know, people sitting on certain people chairs and benches, and people having disagreements with one another. And even though I'm like, man, I'm trying to focus on the customers in line. Like my anxiety is like at a 90 out of 100. I'm like, man, I'm being cool. But I'm like, I'm about to hang it up and go home. I do not deal with this, man. And I know some people say that's our people, that's our culture. Yeah, and I know what our people and our culture have done. I don't like it. I tell people, we have this is everything culture. Every culture have pros and cons. Every culture. That's why I asked if you listen to our show, you listen to the platform, you listen to the making of you. I ask our people, what changes do you want to see in your culture? What changes are you making in your culture? Because I believe a long living and a long lasting culture, we have traditions and we have changes and we have progress. You feel me? So that's something I'm being mindful on. What you say, Des? I remember when I was being on the yard, these dudes got into it and one pulled out a pew pew. Hey, these are women I'm talking about getting into it. That's the wild thing. And that's why I said I'm seeing more. I don't hear too many guys you see on tell I be seeing women. I'm like, my sisters, what we doing? What we doing? You know, like this, and that's when I first came. I'm like, that once again, I remember I got into one of my coworkers because they got upset 'cause I was saying how problematic they was. Well, if they try, we go bug right with them. Goodness. Yeah, that ain't really for me. And honestly, I didn't watch School Days until I graduated from college. Okay, maybe I didn't know what to expect. Maybe I had my expectations were too high. Okay, that may have been it. Sorry, I ain't trying to breathe through my nose right now. Hello, Divine Destiny. But that just was my perspective and my experience seeing it. And what it's been almost 20 years. Yeah, almost 20 years. That 2006. It's been 18 years, and I'm still seeing ooh wee. And we're gonna talk about the other parts in a second. But if you want to join, continue the conversation with us, we're going to be on ZOOM for the next maybe 30 to 60 minutes, probably 60 minutes, depending on how we start chopping it up. People start love joining it after we get off the stream. But we'll say we appreciate y'all for joining us this Sunday. We'll be back Next Sunday, we will be out of town for a little bit, but we should be sliding back by time then. But we love y'all. We support y'all. We appreciate y'all supporting us. Do anybody have any shout outs, anything going on with y'all right now you should share? Give it a few seconds. Okay. Once again, listen to the most recent episode of The Makings of Kia. Very soon, you'll be able to listen to The Makings of Derek the Poet, as well as coming soon will be The Makings of Big Ken. All right. But we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Support is needed. I just want it. It is needed.